Hello friends, welcome to my channel and Happy New Year. I'm here today to share my December or Christmas journal with you. It is done. I think I have put everything in there that I have, that I remembered that I have. So I added quite a few things since the last time I did a little journal with me on the December journal, on my December journal with you. So I will show you everything, but I just have a simple yarn closure here that I wrapped around a couple times. I think that looks really pretty on there. And it's made from a card. In case you didn't see any of my, I'll have my junk journal playlist down listed below in case you want to see the previous videos and you haven't seen them yet. But yeah, I made it from a Christmas card that I got from, or received from Giselle at It's Paper and Glue, y'all. And so yeah, the closure, the card, you know, I sewed in, it's one signature. I added this little tag here that I had. I have some goodies here that I put in here when I made the journal so that I could use them as I was, you know, filling it up. So this was one of the little things that I had made. I think I made this last year or the year before even. I just had it with my Christmas stuff. A tiny little tag. And on the back I wrote, I always have something that says the year on my December journals or my December daily. So I wrote 2022 right there. And it's really cute. It can hang like that or however it wants to hang, you know. It's really cute. On the back I had this little, it was like a punch out from some Snoopy things I found at the thrift store. And so I took this one from those punch outs and added it to the back of the card, since it was just, you know, kind of branding and stuff back here from the company that made the card, dayspring.com. So I just put that back there since this is all about Snoopy here and the Charlie Brown gang. You know what I mean? So let's open it up and I'll show you real quick how it ended or turned out. So I put 10 papers in here when I made this little journal. And I said, let's see if it turns out too much, not enough, or perfect. And let me tell you, it turned out perfect. So I will probably repeat this as far as the size. And I don't know what I'll use for a cover next year, but I will repeat the size next year and do a December journal instead of a December daily, because it was a lot less, you know, I never felt pressured or stressed with the December dailies, but I did feel like sometimes I was hunting around like, what am I going to put today in my December daily? Today nothing happened. You know, it was just a regular day. Go to work, come home, eat dinner, go to sleep, whatever, you know, type of thing. So that was, I really liked that part of it where I didn't have to figure out what I was doing. I just put the stuff in here that I, you know, received, cards, whatever, and it was awesome. So anyway, as you open the card, I did cover the inside with some scrapbook paper on both front and back. Let's see, is this the back? Yeah, this is the back. No, this is the back. Oh no, the back I didn't, because this is where Giselle wrote me a note there, so I didn't want to cover that up. I added this little piece of ephemera, like a journaling card that I had made that was in the goodies that I put in here from years past that I made, and it was just, you know, in my stash. A little stamp from a card here, a little sticker from a card. This was part of the card here. It said this, had this verse in it from Luke 2:10 to 11, and then I added this little star and a little piece of lace that I had sitting here on my desk. And then I put some trim here on the first page. This is cardstock, so it protects all the pages inside. It's the cover of a cookie recipe book. It's cardstock, and so on the inside of that I have a little tuck spot here, but I never use it as a tuck spot. It ended up being like a decoration. I added, you know, some scrapbook paper under here for a decoration and a couple of pictures. And this is Giselle's envelope. I thought it was so cute with Charlie Brown and Snoopy. I wanted to keep the whole envelope. A cute little stamp there. And then a card I received here. And another postcard I received from Maria right here. And I've already done all my writing in here pretty much, I think. So I wrote here about the card from Maria and how we exchanged postcards there. And I'll take this washi tape off after the video because this is just covering up Giselle's address, so I'll take that off, and then, you know, I won't be seen on a video again, I don't believe, unless I, you know, show it, but it won't be a flip through next year or anything. So here's another card I received. This is from my parents, and this is a card I received from somebody at work, and I wrote about who the person was here, made a little tag out of the envelope that they sent me. Just cut out the stamp part there and wrote I just stapled on a piece of, folded it over, stapled on a piece of washi tape, and wrote a little note about who that was that sent me that card. Another card here. I'm not going to say who each card was from, but it just, you know, these were received from different people. Unless it's a new one that you haven't seen yet, because when I put them in here, I talked about who they were from. So this is a cute little card, two cute little cards I received, and sometimes I did writing in them, or not. So yeah, let me see here. Okay, and this one I added a couple of stamps from Joby's card inside the stamp, and a little sticker she had on the outside of her envelope. Another card I received here. This is a card I had in here as like goodies to use in here, and so I ended up using it as a journaling card and wrote about some things right there that I showed you, I think, in a previous video. This is my center page, so I put, you know, I talked about what this was, and at the time I did this on video. Just to review slightly, there's a journaling card I wrote there on. I put the date of this day here, and I also added this, and I wrote there, and added some little ephemera pieces here, and it turned out really cute. This is another, I don't know if you have seen this one. I might have done this off a video, so another page here. I don't remember if I did this on video or not, but I did all my little writings around, you know, you don't have to write a lot if you're new to junk journaling. You know, you don't have to write whole pages of stuff. You know, I just wrote little notes about what was happening in these, and maybe who the people were. And, you know, added this little bow from some candy I received, and then for Christmas, and more pictures here. I'm all about the pictures and just decorating around the pictures, kind of. I've always loved, you know, taking pictures since I was younger. Like a little girl, you know, that was what I wanted for Christmas. When I got old enough to have a camera, that's what I wanted. And I think my first camera was just this little tiny thing that my parents got me. I don't know, I don't remember exactly, but it was a little tiny camera, but it was a real camera. And, you know, that's in the day where we had to take our film to the store and have it developed, right? So anyway, more pictures here of, let's see, you may have seen these. This was Christmas Day, and I wrote that right here. And my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter had matching unicorn pajamas on for Christmas Day. They wore them. So did my son. I think I told you that, but there's one video I didn't post, so I'm not sure what I said in that video, but I decided it was too outdated and I didn't publish it, so I just jumped right up to the final version here. So I'm not sure what I showed you and what I didn't sometimes, but I know you didn't see this. I know I just added this today. And I added a little piece here where this was from this was from a goodie bag that my boss's wife gave us at our office Christmas party. And so I put this little tag was so cute, I put it right there. And that bow is another bow from the Christmas candy. You can see I added little pieces here. I think you saw that in the beginning, but just to review, I added some little fabric, you know, here, and this little trim, you know, when I made the journal. Let me show you this little picture here. This is my son and his girlfriend, and they have 6 cats and a dog and a bunny. They don't have any kids yet, but they take this picture. They started last year, so it's now a tradition. We told them it's tradition. You have to do this every year. And so they take a picture with all of their fur babies, except for they said they couldn't get the bunny in the picture. But everybody else is there, all their 6 cats and the dog. And my son told me later that the cat was like clawing his shoulder, hanging on for, you know, whatever, you know how cats are sometimes. And so it was a funny story behind the picture there. And then this is another one that I don't know if I showed you yet, but this is we take a family picture every year. Well, everyone's, everyone's at our, sometime whenever, this was Christmas Day, but if, sometime when everyone's at our house, we all stand together by the Christmas tree and this area right here in my living room and take a family picture. So that was one that was fun there. And we can see Riley growing. We were holding her as a baby a couple years ago, and now she was, in this picture, she was doing little turning around in circles in front of us. And it was just like, everybody do what you want, be crazy. And this was our crazy picture. And this is a little candy box that I had that I made into a pocket. So I just received this card from Maria. And so I added this as my last couple of things I added. I didn't know if I would use up all the pages in my last video. I was thinking, I'm going to have extra pages, but I didn't end up because I had more pictures from Christmas Day that I needed to print out, and this card I received from Maria. So I put it right here on this page, and it was, it actually extended my page a little bit, which I actually kind of needed, but it was just a coincidence. See, my page ends right here, but I just put glue on the page and then, put the Christmas card down here. So it ended up extending this page out to here. And then Maria sent me also with her card, she sent me bits of ephemera and goodies and things. So these little corners here came from Maria, and I thought they looked kind of like stained glass windows in a church. So that's why I went ahead and used those for a decoration, because I already put my Christmas stuff away. And I would, I could get something out, but I just, I thought, let me use these because they're really pretty and they look like I said, stained glass windows in a church. And I added these after Christmas. My granddaughter was over at my house. I was babysitting, and she was looking at my Christmas tree. So I have to show you these pictures. I know I'm prejudiced because, she's my granddaughter, but she was so cute looking at our Christmas tree. And I had wanted to get some pictures of her with the Christmas tree. And I was thinking after Christmas Day, I was like, why didn't I get any pictures? And then she happened to be, by coincidence and by happenstance, over at our house when I was babysitting. And I got these cute little pictures of her messing around with my Christmas tree. And of course I let her, right? I mean, I didn't let her tear it apart, but I let her look nicely at the little Christmas decoration. So that was her. There, those are probably my favorite pictures from Christmas. And that one of my son and his girlfriend with their animals. That's so cute because they buy matching pajamas. I didn't say that. They buy matching pajamas, so they get their pajamas on and get all their animals. Which, can you imagine getting 6 cats and a dog together for a picture? I don't know how they do it, but they manage. Like I said, this is the second year. So this is the back cover here. You can see I had, oh no, wait, I always say that, but it's not my back cover. This is the last page where I had, I added this. It was the back of that cookie, it was the cookie book or cookbook cover. Here's the title. And I didn't want to cover up the cookies on either of these because I thought that was really pretty. And so, since it's cardstock and everything too. But I added this, when I was decorating, I added this paper here. I added this from something we received at work, some cake. And this was the tag on the cake. I thought it was so pretty, and this little piece of stretchy gold string was on the cake, so I just glued it here as a pocket. And here are my goals for 2023. Oh, that's the last page, and that is it. So I was going to show you real quick. Hold on. See, I used every page. Did you notice that? So this is, like I said, the perfect size for me anyway, because I've always had more than 31 page surfaces, and then, like I said, I've had to sometimes figure out, like, what am I going to do today? So anyway, this is what I had left from the goodies I put in. So only 3 things left, which I will put back into my Christmas stash for next year. That's my tie closure. And this is what Maria sent me. Also, I wanted to show you what she sent me. She knows me so well. I've never had one of her little pins that she made, but this is so cute. I might put this in here, actually. as a little something, but it's a paper clip also, so it can be like a decoration. You've got the little ribbon here, and it's a pen, and I actually wrote with it, and it writes very nicely, and it's not hard to actually write with this. See how I'm holding it? You can write with these little pens if you want to see how she makes these. I'll link her channel below, and I'll try to find the video, but if I don't find the video, I'll at least link her channel, and you can go look for this video where she makes these pens. She's done a couple of videos where she makes these pens, and then I think she knows she knows me pretty well, or she knows me very well, so she probably knew that I liked these numbers, that I would love these numbers. So they're like, you know, for December daily or whatever I would want to use them for, but she sent me all 1 through 24 numbers here. So the little Christmas numbers, which I absolutely love. And here's the little corners, like I took and showed you the stained glass corners. So here's some more that she sent me. They were like this. They're little punch outs. You punch them out and then you glue them down. So that's another pattern that she sent me. This one, pretty one with the flowers. And here's where I punched out the stained glass, so they have these little pieces left. And then here's some more pretty, beautiful flowers there. I love those. Look at the gingham in there. I love that. And then that's more the numbers. And then here are the stamps from her card, which I tried to put in there, but they didn't fit. I couldn't find a good spot for them, so I'm going to save this with... it says I saved the snowman, and it says happy holidays there. That's kind of like a Christmassy looking stamp there. I think that is a Christmas stamp. I think it says Christmas right there. And then this is I could separate these actually and use them separately now. Maybe I'll look again if I cut this in half, since I didn't use it right now. I couldn't find a space for this whole thing, so maybe if I cut it here, because this is grapes and a pear, I think. And so maybe if I look for a spot for this, I'll be able to fit that in there somewhere easier than that whole long strip. So I'm going to do that. But my December journal is done. It will go on the shelf until I need to look at it again, if I need to look at it during the year. Or I'll show it, you know, probably show it again in a video when I show all my December journals next year, when I start on the one for next year. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my December journal this year. I totally enjoyed it, and inspired by Giselle's card and everything that people sent me, and that I, you know, pictures and everything that the whole, you know, holiday Christmas season. So thank you. I'll see you all in my next video. Happy New Year again, and have a great day. See you later.